What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Entropia Universe. And I guess this is some Halloween mayhem. I haven't done too much of it yet. I've got about 100 points, but let's see what we can do. I tried on the intro. Don't give me too much shit on that one. But we got 1131 ped and 7 pec in total with all the gear, ammo, everything. Full repaired armor. We have 3 pills. I ended up shooting one mob by accident. Hopefully everybody had a great Halloween though. I don't even think I've slept really too much. Finally made it out to New Brunswick though. Finally, we're here. I feel like 100 pounds lighter. So, we're going to get into the videos again. I haven't had any energy to play any games recently, so I do apologize for that. Thank you to everybody that has been watching and subscribing though. It's all just for fun for me, really. I just wanted to give it an attempt and see where we can make it from there. Hopefully everybody's had really good luck with Mayhem. I better take these pills here. We are in category 7 right now. I know it seems a bit high, especially for my level, but we're going to see what we can do. We can take a few of them down, I'm positive of it. I've already attempted it, as you can see by the 2.62. And this is going to help us out a little bit. Hopefully my voice isn't too loud or too small, I guess you could call it, too low. But I listened to one of my last videos and I had to delete it off YouTube because it was just, the sound was so horrible. I didn't do a very good job on it, the drill bot video, and yeah, I had to get rid of it, so. Anybody that did watch it and hasn't seen it since, I understand why. I felt the same. Did my sound just cut out? Okay, I was going to say, it sounded like the pill stopped. But let's get right into it. Hopefully Mayhem is going good. I believe I already said that, but it's changed a lot over the years, and I found a little article on Planet Calypso forum about how it used to be 4 categories, and I believe it was actually in the wild. Hold on, I'm holding my breath right now. I figured the last one was a bit easier. That one ran pretty damn quick though, didn't it? Get this out of here. Oh, damn it. I forgot my implant isn't inserted. Good thing I got the tool with me. So if anybody does want to insert a Mind Force implant, you have to get this Payan Ink implant inserter. You equip it. Then you throw your Mind Force implant onto that. I'll back this up. You equip with E or whatever button you use. Hit that. Sounds like he's in pain, but I'm sure it's okay. Anyway, then you have your implant inserted. You can equip whatever chip you want after that and go from there. That's my little spiel. But what I was saying is there used to be 4 categories. This is 2009 I found a thing for. And Mayhem has changed a lot over the years. I'll throw it up on the screen just because I can't really remember what I was looking at. There's like 4 categories, 4 different mobs. And yeah, you'll see it here on the screen. It'll explain it a little better than I can. I'll also post a link to the post if anybody wants to see it. In comparison to 3 years ago as well, when there was different categories and there was level restrictions and DPS restrictions, it was like a competition. So if you did compete in categories 1 through 10, I think 10 was the only one that was actually unlimited. It's really cool how they changed it over the years. Now it's more like a solo competition, right? Oh crap, treat. So we got to have that distance between these guys just so we can actually try to kill them before they hit. And those that critical damage is really going to help us. So we can take at least 1 or 2 shots from them, but if we get any more than that, it's going to hurt pretty bad. Now I know these guys are pretty strong for my level here, but I wanted to make it at least exciting, right? Like maybe we can get some bigger globals or even a Hoff, whatever. It won't be too long of a video. Because I am going to cut quite a bit of it, just so we don't gotta watch like a 40-minute video, right? How far can I get back? Oh, that makes sense. I was pushing Z. I have mine set at X, so it's easier for me to actually hit the middle when I can still turn left and right. Oh man, those graves are causing me a lot of trouble. I know I'm probably going to get a lot of crap for doing 7, but sometimes you gotta go big, right? Oh, there's some Mayhem token in a strong box. I was doing rank 1 and I didn't get too many strong boxes at all, so I figured why not try the Annihilation 7 this time. Ooh. Survival Acid Zombie 22. Ingot Soccolade Spurs. My goodness. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit! I thought it was gonna go down quicker. I thought it was gonna go down quicker. Oh, that's too close. That's too close. That's too close. I have to put my name on one of those tombstones again. See what I mean? How it slows him down on the fence? Alright. Odds are one of these is going to be decently sized, just because of the level of it. Hopefully we can get the boss to appear sooner than later. Alright, loot's getting progressively bigger as I'm hiding behind my own tombstone. You want to shoot the ones right at the maximum range. Come on. There we go. He's going to get stuck. And hopefully before he can get to us, we'll have him beat down to a pile of loot. One thing I will say about New Brunswick, it's really dark here. And the road trip was a little stressful, to say the least. The Trans-Canada Highway was shut down and took us through this little town. It was like called Pachuknoon or something. And it was going up and up and up. I seen clouds, and then it continued to go up. I'm in this 26-foot truck with a 10-foot trailer, wondering how I'm going to get down this fucking hill. We got so high up, we started to see snow. Snow. It was plus 20 when I left. Or like, what's that? Like, some 60... What's that in Fahrenheit? Oh, damn. Alright, my apologize. I don't know Fahrenheit too well. We use a lot of Celsius here in Canada. We don't really have the Fahrenheit too often unless you have a fever. You know what I mean? I know 99 or 102 is a fever or whatever. But, yeah. I suppose I'm show my dad, show all of my, yeah, we'll cut that part. My dad knowledge, that's what I meant to say. I was tongue-twisted, though. It's been a long time since I've actually had to record a steady video, you know? Cut me some slack. I do appreciate everybody that does continue to watch, though, because this is fun for me. Let me know what you guys think about how Mayhem has evolved over the years. I know some of you older players into the game that have been here since the beginning of know exactly the setup I was talking about. I wasn't there personally. I've only been in since 2018, so I only got to see this version and the prior version of Mayhem. But those who had seen the very beginning and had seen every version of Mayhem, let me know in the comments, because I would love to know more about it. I think it's really cool how it's changed, and let me know if you think it's changed for the better. Is Mayhem better this way, where you can focus solo, or did you guys like it where it was more of a competition? Or was it more of a competition with money? Or what do you feel about it? How did you feel about the prior Mayhem, and how do you feel about this Mayhem? Let's start a conversation. I feel like I lost my voice, so if it's like silent or monotone or annoying, I apologize. Not my intentions. I did want to talk a little quieter just for the fact that I felt I pierced some people's ears in the last video with that sword. It's right in the view. It wasn't a very good video, let's just say that. I know when it wasn't, and that one was bad. I may as well posted that one first. Hey, it's hard. It is. When there's so many videos that have been done on Entropia Universe, it's very difficult to find something that stands out, or try to do something that stands out, and that people actually want to watch too. The population's not as big as other games. Literally, this is just for fun because I enjoy playing this game so much. And I know some people are going to be like, it's more like a casino, it's not that fun. But to be honest, I've played games my whole life. A lot of different types of games. And this is the only one, because of the real cash economy, that makes it so interesting. That real cash just adds another level of it. I know it sounds like a casino, but if you play smart, you can actually continue to play this game for a while off a small amount of money. The returns are pretty decent depending on the mob you're going after and what you're using for gear. And casinos, I've been to casinos before, and I was a firm believer that blackjack was my game for life at one point in time. I was loving it. Oh yeah, I'd go to the casino every Friday after work, play some blackjack. Most times I'd walk away with more money than I started with. And then one time I was planning on doing that, so I went in with my whole paycheck from work. And that is when they turned the tables on me. I had a huge bet on the table, and I thought it was for sure. I had two aces. It was like, oh, now I got to split. And it didn't go my way. I lost both hands. Because when you split, you got to do it twice, right? Lost both hands, lost my check, lost my money, lost my pride. Walked out of there angry, miserable, and never looked back. Never went back to that casino. Now, I've lost money in this game, but that was my own stupid fault. Because of the way that I was playing. Like right now, I probably shouldn't be hunting these things. But I enjoy to have a little bit of fun sometimes too. You can't always play it safe, right? And hunting these bigger mobs right now, to me, is a little bit fun. I like hunting the small mobs too. But I very rarely go after bigger ones that are out of my league. So I figure, why not for Mayhem, right? I'm probably not even going to do much Mayhem. This is probably going to be the only video I do. I probably won't finish the first stage. Let's be honest. This is only for entertainment purposes. So if you do want to play smarter, I don't condone any of the stuff that I do personally for you. If you want to play smart, you better learn from someone else, because this is not the person. I can find some markup for you. I can do some markup videos, I can toss out some locations for mining, and I can help you with the game in certain aspects. But when it comes to playing eco-friendly, that is, other players are way better at that than I am. I don't use correct armor most times. I just use whatever gun that I feel is necessary. I probably could use a better healing tool that's more efficient. Like, there's plenty of aspects of the game that I am not that great at, and that I do need to learn more. It's just, with the amount of time, it's hard to learn it all, because this game can be very complex. But there's definitely ways to boost the odds in your favor. Not gonna lie, I thought we would have gotten a global or something by now. But that's okay. Getting lots of reaping skill though, I'm loving that. Let's see here. Reaping. Not as much skill as I was expecting, but it is mutant looter. Alright. Here, let's get out of this one and let's go to a different round. Let's try number 3. Where I don't have to fear for my life. One thing I will say about this place is it's so silent at night. The bush, you can almost hear the animals. I love it. Middle of nowhere, 15 minutes from the city. It's my type of place. And here I am playing a computer, right? Nah, it's too dark to be out there. There's no street lights here, man. Guy's got one spotlight on his house just to see his cars. We gotta have the lights and open the blinds just to fucking make some sort of sunlight out here. Nah, I'm just being stubborn. It's really nice. I don't mind it at all, but you seriously can't go for a walk at night. It's way too dark. You're gonna need a million candle spotlight to go through here. Candle power, whatever it's called. Alright, that's a little better. We'll be able to take more of these guys down a lot quicker. And we won't have to run backwards. We'll just be able to stand there and take them down. Yeah, see? That's a little more reasonable. We can kill twice as many, too. Twice as quick. They're all blocked by gravestones and trees, though. Now the critical damage kicks in, right? We better start getting something off of these guys. We haven't even gotten anything for like strong boxes or look at one strong box, 1 coin, 96 bed. So we're going to add up the totals of all of our gear after that I used. I have it written down right beside me because I don't have Loot Nanny. I know. Rip me apart. I used the old-fashioned pen and paper. There was like a 5-6 year period when I didn't even have technology, so I fell right behind. It was right before the Bitcoin rush. I had no technology. So everybody was coming up to me just like, hey, did you hear about Bitcoin? Did you hear about Bitcoin? Just like, nah. Who wants? That's not going to last. Those people, if you're listening, I am truly sorry. We should have bought some Bitcoin. We should have just bought a whole ton of it. Well, who knew though, right? I was so technologically impaired, I was still using a fucking DVD player. Who uses a DVD player in 2016, really? Were they even a thing anymore? I think it was Blu-ray at that point, wasn't it? Right? Some people are probably listening like, what the hell's a DVD player? What the hell is Blu-ray? No, a lot of the audience is older on this, I believe. I don't think it's any like 10-year-old kids, so I hope not. now we're mowing them down. Taking them down a lot quicker. I don't have to heal in between every turn as well. This is more my level. I usually do rank 3 or Annihilation Zombies 3 or whichever 03. Any Easter, Merry, October, Halloween, fuck. You can see my brain just isn't working the same as it was a month ago, can you tell? But there is a good reason for that. I broke free of that medicine that I was on. There is no more in my system. I am free and clear, sober and happy. Well, can you consider marijuana something? I don't know. I don't smoke nearly as much as I used to, though. Trying to live a healthier lifestyle, a clean lifestyle, a fun, happy life, I guess you could say. I don't know. I feel great, to be honest. I've talked so much more recently. I know it doesn't sound like it from the video just because it's so late here. And honestly, it's really chilly outside. I do have a heated garage though now, so we have a better place to do videos. Still in the garage. One of my stipulations was a room for this type of shit. And I'm gonna have to build one in my forest out back. Isn't that sad? I gotta build my own damn YouTube room. That's alright. I enjoy that kind of thing. I'm gonna go get a saw, I'll go get some... There's a ton of trees that are already broken down. We can use those as supports. Dig a little trench maybe. Build a survival shelter. And then I'll dig a little line right through the bush where I can run power to it. Put a heater in. Yeah, I got my garage heater, that's right. What else can we do? Well, we're going to have some form of insulation, otherwise it's going to be ice cold, and I'm going to have to shovel a path to it, because New Brunswick gets hit by like 17 feet of snow. The things I do to record a video. Well, it was 11 o'clock when we left Ontario, and we made it to Cornwall at 6 a.m. The truck was very slow, very shaky. It was a good trip all in all, though. It wasn't like it was horrible. It went really well for what it was. We didn't have to go through Quebec City, although we did go through like the Appalachian Mountains right by Maine. Other than that, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. We didn't go through Maine, but it took us right along the northern Maine border. It's literally, you could see it. The river was the split. That was it. You go, like, the river right there was the border. You swim across the other side of that river and you're in America. I was freaking me out at first, right? Because I had jars of pot on me. I had like 10 jars of pot that I was... Did I say that? I had herbs. It was like oregano type stuff. Traveling across the country. We were driving down the road and the truck would barely fit. The truck wasn't even fitting. And they have this tow haul thing on the U-Haul trucks that someone's moving a dresser upstairs and scratching my hardwood floors. Oh, I'm going to be upset. Better not be no, it's probably the wife. Never mind, I can't say anything. I'll just say I told you so, right? Anyway, we're going through this place. No signal, no map at this point, and I'm just hoping that my phone pops back on before I gotta make a right or left turn, because at this point, I'm so high up in the mountains, I don't even know which way is left and which way is right. Literally, we're in the clouds at this point. Like, you see that mountain up there? Times that by like 100, and drive a 36-foot truck with a trailer up it and then come down it without, when I was going down, that engine, buddy, was roaring. I was like, oh my goodness, am I even gonna stop? Still no globals. Time skip. Ooh, that's a nice little skill gain there. 123% out of 300 for 5 minutes. However, Halloween Mayhem has not been any nicer to us. No globals, no nothing. Only 2 strong boxes so far and 2 Mayhem tokens. Nothing to laugh at. I love Halloween Mayhem, but it really doesn't love me. You know, Merry Mayhem I've done really well. The first Merry Mayhem I did, I remember I was at work playing at lunch. I used to bring my laptop to work, and I would sit there and play Mayhem at lunch. And the one time it was like, within 50 kills, it seemed like it was just global, 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 global. And I don't think that's happened. This is like 3 years ago now, like 2019 or something. It was the previous style of Mayhem. Now I don't hunt nearly as much as I was back then. That's probably the difference. But still, would have been nice to at least hit one global, or, you know. I feel if you don't get one within a certain amount of kills, then it's most likely going to be a bad hunt. Because if you gotta use like 1,000 ped to get 100 ped global, it's not really worth it, because the amount you're going to lose in that 1,000 ped is just going to wipe that global off the map anyway. The only reason I'm doing this is because I wanted to see if it was going to be decent or not. I mean, don't get me wrong, sometimes you can get decent returns fighting through it if you just keep pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing. Like if I use 10,000 ped, that would be a better average than using, you know, a measly number like 500. But the video would be extremely long. I could do that, but then again, I mean, who's to say that I'd be within that 10,000 ped? How long's that video going to take me to do? And right now, I don't feel like putting that much money into the game. I like to play smaller amounts. It's a fun game for sure. However, if you do go crazy with it, you can lose real money. That's the real problem. So you don't want to do that. Having fun is good, but there's plenty of other games that people can play without having to do that if you're going to go crazy. I'm a big advocate for this game too. I really enjoy it, but there are risks too. It says it right at the beginning of the game. Real cash economy. That's all the risk you need to know. Anything with real cash is a gamble. I could buy something tomorrow and it could break, you know? So, life is a gamble. The fact that it has a real cash economy is what I enjoy about this game. You know, because when you do well, it's like, oh man, because it balances out, right? I mean, in the long run, my ped on my Entropia account in the items has been the same for months and months and months, and now I know I don't play a whole ton, but when it goes down 500, within the next 3-4 hunts, it'll go up 500. You know what I mean? It balances out, and then with the markup and everything, for me, it's just steady at this point. I don't need to make thousands of dollars in this game. I work in the real world, unfortunately. I wish I could make thousands on this, but with the amount of kids I have with my wife, and it's just not realistic. Oh, there we go. Look at that. We got one. Finally. That might balance it out a bit. 394 and 120. Yeah, see, we're still like 50 ped below what we started with, plus all the gear and the stuff. Better hope for another one. Let's go, zombies. Couple more big ones. Add a few zeros to that and it would have been perfect. Would have been perfect. Oh, that was horrible. Oh, look at that. We got the first... What was it? What? Halloween Mayhem Daily 5. What the fuck? That... Daily Stage 5. That sounds old. Halloween Daily Stage 5. Oh, that's still going. That has to be still going. Sweet. I didn't even realize that was still going. I think that was from years ago. I thought they disabled that, but I guess it still goes. You can see how my Mayhem knowledge is a little behind, right? Oh, it's been so hectic and moving across the country that it just hasn't been in the cards for me. But hopefully we're back now for good. Especially after that last shit video I did. Damn. Trill bots. What was I thinking? I knew right off the bat there was no markup on those. Oh yeah, here we go. We got the boss coming out. Oh, and he's coming at us. Alright. You're gonna have to heal for this one. Daniel Frostmg. He never could play again? Anage? He never could play Anage. Huh. Interesting. Well, hopefully you rest in peace. See, I don't like the view from this. This guy's getting all up in my space. Let's do this. Oh, apparently we're shooting him right in the nuts. Couldn't pick him. Literally, look at. I guess that's gonna take this monster down. Going for the kill shot right off the bat. I can't. Is it more in the stomach? I think it's more in the stomach. Here, let's do this. Let's change it. We'll just put the auto fire on. Cal Rom, the cannibal. Oh, we got a strong box and a Mayhem token at least, though. Oh, which one do we hit? There we go, look at that. No more auto aim, we'll use this. Let's see what we can do with this. Maybe the loot will be better, I don't know. I've never done that too much. I've seen a lot of people do it, and I've heard of a lot of people doing it. My tongue didn't work there for a second. Listerium power container. That's probably the only blueprint that I've ever gotten a Hoff off of. Only 340 shots left. Let's see what we can do. Can we make the balance back? Or are we screwed? Oh shit. What an interesting conversation to pop on. Rubber on race. I've got plenty of rubbers. In case you fellas need to borrow something not necessary as I don't have sex anymore. Since the incident. Oh man. I know how you feel. I got 3 kids with a 4th on the way. These things can go on the neighbor's roof. Last time Rogers went out, you guys remember that? My apps wouldn't work, man. The damn apps. I still blame Rogers. No, I'm kidding. I love it. I love having the children, but it gets to a point where it's a lot, especially on my wife, so we were only planning to have 3, but I looked at her the wrong way, and now there's 4, so, nah, obviously mutual. A few moments later. One of those stupid screens pops up. Honestly, I'm surprised this computer is held up for a 57-minute recording. Not that I'm going to use 57 minutes of it, but for the hunt's purpose, I got to get through the hunt. And I'm not going to stop recording through it. I will just make some slight modifications to the video. And if anybody has a really decent editing program that they can suggest to me, I am new and wanting to learn how to get a lot better. It would be very helpful, especially for the quality of my videos. Please. They need help. I thought the intro was decent. I did my best for it. I mean, it's really difficult on a shitty laptop that's really not meant for it. Especially with the way it scrolls, it's like really glitchy. Graphics aren't that great. I put them on high and the thing won't work. It just stares at the mob while you can hear the gun shooting like 50 times. And then it finally stops and your mob's already gone. Like, what happened to the loot? So it's safe to say I don't use very high setting on this one. My other computer was a gaming laptop, but the battery was toast, so it's time to replace it. But since everything is, you know, so new out here, I really haven't had the time. We just got out here a day ago. We stayed at a rental place for a week. And in that time period, it was so cramped. It was like one little room, one bedroom, with 2 little bathrooms, and a small little basement area, like built in the 40s. But you were so close to the kids that it was too noisy. Here, as you can see, it's silent. It is perfect out here. I'm in the garage. Everybody was upstairs. You can't hear me. I can't hear them. It's perfect. With 93 shots left, gonna go watch Manifest after this and have some sort of snack that I can conjure up. It's probably not gonna be pretty because we don't got much food right now. Oh, there's bananas. They're a little brown from the trip, so I can make some banana bread with them. That'll be good. You know you're hungry when you start thinking about ways to make food with the little food you got. I used to live in a really not a great area, and I've seen someone so hungry that they ate a jar of relish. You know what I mean? Like, someone's got to be pretty damn hungry to sit there and eat a jar of zucchini relish. I know it's sweet. I love zucchini relish, but there needs to be like a hot dog in the mix or a burger or something. You know what I mean? Yeah, my dad was crazy. And that is why I know how to be a good dad. Make sure you got more food in the house than just relish. Hey man, I came from a family that you got 1 meal a day, and if you weren't there at that dinner table for that meal, you didn't eat. Anybody in the comments, let me know if you were a part of a generation like that. I'm only 32, but it seems like it was yesterday. Or maybe it was just my family, I don't know. I've heard plenty of families like that, so... I mean, maybe you got a snack for lunch, but most times I didn't have a lunch. I had to make my own, and when you're in grade 3, grade 4, who's going to make their own lunch? Parents just like, yeah, he can do it. fried bologna sandwiches. Those actually weren't bad, to be honest. I don't think I'd eat them again, but... Alright, so we made it through the 568 ped worth of ammo I have. We didn't end up with a whole ton. We have 491, even with the global, only 3 strong boxes. We did get a few Mayhem tokens because we finished that stage of the Halloween mission. However, we only had 2 actual tokens drop. So, if you give me a second, I will be right back with the total. Alright, welcome back everybody. So the total we lost was 177 ped. We started out with 1131 and we ended up with 177 less than that. So not a huge loss, but as I've said, I love Mayhem, but Mayhem doesn't really love me. Now, maybe over a larger scale, I probably would have done better. However, we're not really going to find out, because I think I'm done with Mayhem for this year. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Oh, crap.